Welcome to Recognizing the Spirit. In this session, we use a visual guide to explore key mechanics from A Course in Miracles. Our aim is educational, to clarify how shifting from ego to spirit transforms perception, relationships, and ultimately our sense of identity and purpose. Here, we frame the core problem, not the external world, but the mind's belief in a false identity, the ego. This belief produces symptoms of separation, loneliness, and guilt. The proposed cure is mental re-education, training the mind to recognize and trust the spirit instead of the ego. This diagram outlines 3 levels of mind. The superconscious reflects spirit and knowledge. The conscious level is the ego's realm of shifting perceptions. The unconscious holds the miracle potential, guided by the Holy Spirit. We are not bodies, but minds choosing which inner voice to follow. We contrast 2 inner lenses. The darkened glass, ruled by ego, is self-made, fueled by guilt and fear, using projection and attack, and aiming at separation. The spotless mirror, aligned with God, rests on innocence, trades in love and peace, extends forgiveness, and leads to eternal oneness. This cycle shows how ego uses guilt to sustain conflict. Belief in separation generates intense guilt, which is then projected onto others, leading to attack and vengeance. The outcome is reinforced separation. Education in spirit means recognizing this loop and choosing not to project guilt. The body is presented as a communication device, not our true identity. The ego treats the body as an end, proof of separation, guilt, and pain. Spirit views it as neutral and temporary, useful only to share messages of healing. This shift reduces fear of the body and restores its proper role. Authorship is central. God is the creator. We are the created. When we believe we authored ourselves, we attempt to replace God, generating deep separation anxiety. Recognizing the spirit involves releasing the burden of self-authorship and accepting that our true source guarantees our safety. Here, judgment is pictured as 2 courts. The ego, the lower court, always condemns first. The Holy Spirit functions as a higher court that can overturn every guilty verdict. Its justice does not punish. It simply dismisses the case. Learning to appeal to this higher court is a daily practice. We compare 2 kinds of forgiveness. Ego's forgiveness subtly confirms that sin is real and that the forgiver is superior. Spirit's forgiveness looks past the error, recognizing that the real self was never harmed. Educationally, this invites us to question how we forgive and what we believe is real. Every meeting is described as a holy encounter. How we see and treat another is how we see and treat ourselves. The other person becomes a mirror in which we either recognize or lose sight of the spirit. This perspective reframes daily interactions as opportunities for shared learning and healing. The holy instant is a timeless moment that breaks the ego's chain linking past guilt to future punishment. By entering this present instant fully, we suspend the story of blame and fear. In that clarity, we remember our freedom and our connection with God, even if only for a brief moment. Relationships can serve 2 purposes. Special relationships are built on lack, bargaining, and hidden guilt. Holy relationships are based on inner completion, a shared purpose, and overlooking illusions. Transforming a relationship means shifting its purpose from egoic need to mutual awakening. Guiltlessness is portrayed as true invulnerability. A mind that knows it is innocent cannot imagine attack, and therefore cannot truly suffer. Recognizing the spirit means accepting this innocence for ourselves and others, which gradually makes us less reactive to the world's apparent threats. The final vision is recognizing the spirit everywhere. The practice is to look past past-based shadows and see the altar of God in each person. The result is a state called atonement, at one ment, the quiet realization that separation never truly occurred and that our unity has always been intact. We close with the idea that only God's reflection can rest on a mind cleared of illusions. We retain the power of decision to reevaluate our perceptions, withdraw investment from fear, and offer willingness to the Holy Spirit. As we do, the Spirit becomes recognizable within our own mind.